Hey everybody, in case you didn't get enough of my stick last time, I'm going to show you a whole different one this time, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Raf Reviews. I'm Raf, and on this channel I say don't spend your hard-earned money on something that may not fit your needs. Let me try it out for you so that way it'll help you decide whether or not it's something that you need. So if you guys remember, a few weeks back I did a review on the Teleson extended selfie stick. This thing extends to just under 10 feet in length. With the thought process behind, since I go to a lot of areas that does not allow you to fly a drone, that maybe I could attach a 360 camera on the end of it to make it look like I'm getting overhead drone footage where I cannot. So I had mentioned during that video that I had put a order in for the Insta 360 version of the extended selfie stick, and it has come in. So we're going to go ahead and do a review on that. This review is not sponsored. I purchased this with my own money. They're about the same price, but just wanted to take a look at something different that was a little bit more slimmer and see if it's, since it's a named brand as the camera, whether or not it would perform better than the Teleson. So let's go ahead and get started. So at first, looking at both of these, I know this isn't really a comparison video, but just to give you some background, the Teleson weighs in at 345 grams, whereas the Insta 360 weighs in at 229 grams. When we take a look at the width of it, the Insta 360, it's the same width all the way across, and that's 22.2 millimeters, where the Teleson at the handle is 33.5 millimeters. So although they perform the same functions, complete different design. You got long and skinny, short and fat, just like me. So, but other than that, they should work relatively the same. So the other thing that we're going to look at is their lengths when they're retracted. We've got about 18.5 inches on the Teleson and 20 3/4 on the Insta 360. With the Insta 360, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sections. This is very lightweight, and since it's so much thinner, I think we're going to see a lot more flex in the shaft on this selfie stick versus the Teleson when we did its test. But let's take a look at what the length of this bad boy is. Oh Lord, here we go. All right, so 9 foot 6 inches. 9 foot 6 inches when it's fully extended. These segments are a little bit more difficult to lock out than the Teleson, but doable. All right, let's go ahead and slap this on the bottom. So if we remember on the Teleson, we said that it had the GoPro mount. This one has the Insta 3 or the 1/4 inch screw on the bottom or on the end for the Insta 360 camera. But it also is permanently affixed on the selfie stick, so just like with the other one, if anything was to break on that, I think the stick would be useless. I'm going to step off camera so we can see what kind of flex we have in this. So there is a decent amount of flex, which may possibly interfere with the stitching so that the pole disappears. And as a matter of fact, you know what? Let me step outside and run this camera and let it flex and see if it still is, if the selfie stick still stays hidden. Okay, I would love to tell you if with that flex the Insta 360 still stays, or if the selfie stick still stays invisible in the shop, but of course the battery is dead on my Insta 360, so I'll charge it up. I will put down right here whether or not the stitching takes the post out with all that flex or not, so you'll know the answer by the time the end of this video happens. Okay, so you know what time it is. It's time to figure out what my thoughts are on the product. Again, not that it's a comparison, but if it comes to the two, I think for my purposes, I would stick with the Insta360 selfie stick just because of the profile. With it being thinner, it's much easier to get into the pocket that holds my tripod than this one. I kind of have to fight to get that one in along with my tripod in that tripod pocket. And it's just overall lighter. So, you know, when it comes to walking around, carrying a backpack full of camera gear, if I'm out hiking, I would much rather have, you know, every ounce counts, or in this case, every gram counts on that load. So no matter which one you go with, I think you have a great alternative to not being able to fly a drone. So either way you go is perfectly fine. Although I would choose this because of its size, I think this one is much more user-friendly. I mean, just the locking of the sections is just so much easier on this than it is on the Insta360. So it depends on what you would rather see. Ease of use or size. So whatever's more important to you, that's probably going to be what your deciding factor is. But either way, you're good to go no matter which way that you go. So something new on this video. So we do have a subscriber, J-Lo, who asked about a comparison of the two different selfie sticks after he saw the video of the Teleson selfie stick. So because he's a subscriber and he did request the review, although it wasn't sponsored and the product wasn't donated to me, I will not need the use of both of those selfie sticks. So J-Lo, that other one is going to come to you, and I'll hit you up with a private message to find out what your address is so we can ship that out to you. And going forward, that's what we'll do. So the way that it works is if somebody says that they want something reviewed, I'm going to reach out to the company to see if they'll facilitate the review. Now, out the gate, I just ask if I purchase it, if they'll provide it and then give me a refund when I return it. And in some cases, they will actually just say, just keep the product for doing the review. If it's one of those scenarios and you're a subscriber and ask for it to be reviewed, I will send you that product, whether I like it and want it or need it or not. I'll send it out to you guys. In the event that I have to pay for it and I have to return it, obviously I'm going to return it to get that money back. Hopefully, as this channel grows and we have more subscribers, people will want to sponsor the reviews more often, meaning if you ask for it, I review it, you'll end up getting it. But we'll see, that's down the road. So other than that, as usual, if you liked the video or found it useful, I ask you to click the like button to help us out. Also, it'd be great if you could subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications so that way you're notified whenever the new videos come out, especially if it's a video that you've requested. And other than that, please drop in the comments, let us know what you thought about the review or the product itself, and let me know what you'd like me to try to review for you next. Other than that, thanks a lot. Have a great day.